Welcome lol trophy. flexed biceps. Happy freaking Friday, Oz and MVPs. Bougie straws up, damn it. Cheers or body, drink some water, droplet.
Morning, Queen V. Hope you're good. See, I got like 10 more subscribers. We're creeping up.
I'm doing well, Your Majesty Oz.
Good to hear. Just getting woke up a little bit. Finish that wood burning today. I said that yesterday, but we had to do some modifications. Hope you're doing well. You already said you are, but I always hope you're doing good. So much stuff to do, overwhelmed a little bit.
I can tickle you so you can wake up Your Highness thinking face.
Works for me. Be a nice change, from pain. I haven't even looked at my challenges to see what I probably should focus on. Might be able to get a war chest today. But yeah, I want to finish that wood burning up today. Hope you know I appreciate you being by my side through all this bullshit. I know it's not the coolest thing to hear, and definitely not the coolest when you're digging on somebody and they're all crying about other shit. I appreciate you. It's just been the most challenging time of my life recently. I thought I had all that behind me, you know what I'm saying?
Just like you tell me, look at my last picture, it can wake the dead rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh, bull. I think we're at a point now where That's probably a little more irrelevant than it used to be, you know. I think I forgot what love feels like. Not to be a Debbie Downer or nothing, but I really do. It's a natural progression, you know. I'm not gonna hate on anybody or nothing. It's just I just got those old school values, you know. You're supposed to try to work on shit and fucking try to solve problems so you don't ever have it again, you know. I think people don't know how to communicate. But I do appreciate you. You know,
Definitely I love you because you made me remember how to laugh again.
you know, just knowing there's one person by your side still, you know, sometimes can be the difference maker. Well, I'm glad. I'm just goofy. You know, I spent my whole entire life worrying about what people thought. Always trying to change who I was because I was worried about what people thought. And now I'm at a point where I mean, I still care what people think, but it doesn't carry the same weight it used to carry. I like to goof off and have fun.
I'm your personal cheerleader, go us go.
But you know what I'm saying? I just don't do this, don't do that. Gotta look this way, gotta look that way, la la la. It's like, man. Sorry, I'm looking for a tank that needs to be upgraded with something that would actually be beneficial.
Not LALAL rolling on the floor laughing.
But, you know, once you reach your 50s, it's like, man, you should just probably just enjoy life. It's like, worry about what people think. Doesn't even matter. I haven't put anything on that one, huh? Make it shoot just a little bit faster. It's already not too bad. But I just like to clown around, you know. I think sometimes as humans we all take life too seriously all the time. Life's shorter than you think, you know, and at the end of the day, what will it matter?
You're supposed to already have your porch pal secured at our age.
Right, exactly. Exactly. You know, I'm not gonna do anything, but that's why I was so angry yesterday about that dude. You know, saying he better not be around me. That dude has no idea what the fuck he did to me. Or maybe he does, I don't even know, but I'm just saying that the position that I'm in right now is crazy, man. Like you just said, I should have already had everything secured. I thought I did.
Let's get this show on the road.
And I say here, I'm the kind of guy, I don't ask where you were, who you were with, who was there, when you're going to be back, why were you gone so long, why didn't you come straight? Like, I don't ask any fucking questions. Because I assume that I'm with a mature person. And I don't have to do that. And you trust that person. And when you find out all of that was betrayed, it's crazy, man. You know, and for someone to say, I just want to do me, you've been doing you all along. I've never asked you not one question. That's what got me in this position right here. I didn't ask any questions. The point I'm making, I thought I had that shit secure, you know what I'm saying? And so I didn't think I had to do those things. I thought, you know, fuck. I mean,
Some people know that they're hurting another individual and just don't give a fuka.
yeah. I'm just saying it's real hard to it's real hard to keep myself not going back to the old me. Try not to go back to the old me, V. I try to leave that. I try to keep that dude's stuff down. I try to keep him fucking. You know what I mean? We're older now. That's all bullshit. But man, I tell you, whew, I know I got one more good one in me. I know I got a good one in me still. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm struggling this morning.
To be making myself maintain when you're boiling under the surface, you know, it tests the man. I feel like it's probably not true. I feel like he took everything from me. Now all of a sudden he's supposed to be the hero. I did all the work. And I'm supposed to just chill and not do shit, you know, not fucking. It's tough, man. Whatever. That's all I'm saying. That's where I'm at now, just trying to keep myself chilled out. I don't think I would be as mad if I didn't know the guy. But I do, and that's what makes me more mad. Karma's a bitch, though. Every dog has his day. But whatever, you know. But yeah, I thought that all this shit was something I never would have to deal with again. I swear. I couldn't even believe it.
Dark highlight, sorry my friend, hang in there, you got this, okay, we're here for you. Yellow heart, folded hands, medium dark skin tone, heart hands, medium dark skin tone.
Get her done, bro. Say a couple cuss words, throw the broom on the floor or something, and then get to work, bro. You got this. That's right. But yeah. But you know, for me personally, the financial aspect of the position that I'm in is my worst problem. You know, no matter what happens, I'm at the mercy.
We cussing us, let's go.
Right, exactly. That's what we gotta do. Say a couple cuss words and get back to work, bro. You got this. You're stronger than you think, bro. But it's just put me in a position that's right now. Anyway, yeah. Just somewhere I never thought I'd be at this point, you know. So for me personally, that's one of the worst aspects is the financial situation. And that's my problem, but I'm just saying that, you know, on top of all the other problems. So, on a better note, my shirt sales are up. They're not up how I want them, but Amazon's showing how they work, though. They put one of them on sale. You know, he's going on tour soon this year. And you never know. You might get that number I said. 5,000 shirts might be a low number, you never know. But if I could just do 5,000 units, I'd be straight. Not straight, but I'd be able to put a foundation down.
Don't worry, we will figure out a plan, okay?
Just saying that. You know, I never thought in my age I would be here. I thought I had all that wrapped up, sewed up, secured.
Mountain Pass.
But it's possible when he goes on tour that 5,000 sales, that could be a low number.
I respect you, thank you, Oz.
You never know. You know, I wasn't sure what my higher power was doing to this point, for sure. But you want to talk about confusion? Holy shit. Yeah, we had some conversations.
IKR.
But now I see the plan. Now I see it. Now I understand what he was telling me. And so, who knows? Maybe that's a plan right there. As you've noticed, I've been focusing more on my artwork, you know. I always did art, but I didn't always have time. Art's not something that you can just always rush, like, I'm gonna hurry up and do this real quick. Hurry up and do some art. You know what I mean? That's the journey of creating is what art is about, for me, in my opinion. So, what's up, Dank? How you doing, bro? Hope you good, man.
get away from something that could possibly make you do something you don't need to.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just saying that, you know, your human reaction. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. But
Like getting ready to head to work soon.
We're sitting ducks.
I really like your channel and keep real.
let me go back. Back up. Where's my fucking team at anyway? How come I'm the only one fighting these guys?
Dark skin tone, smiling face with smiling eyes.
That made no sense. Good luck with that. The way y'all are playing, that's a defeat. Watch. Hear me now, believe me later. Where the hell were they? I was the only one over there. That's a defeat.
I hope you have wonderful everyone.
I guarantee my team's gonna lose because I don't know what the hell they were just doing.
Don't forget to take water.
Yep.
X Dank plays EX.
See? They just set up their defeat. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, wow. I hear you, V-Woo. It's just on so many levels, like playing a game with a dude's life, you know, and it makes a man want to do things he shouldn't do.
Where had tank?
Motherfuckers over here thinking shit's funny. There's a cat tank. But yeah, you're right. Anyway, I'm not gonna go down all that. But like you said, man, should already have your porch buddy secured. And some motherfucker comes along and tries to fucking play stupid shit. Like it's test a man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look damn good tank.
Yeah, it's cool looking. We'll take it out. Let's go. So anyway, I'll shut up. But yeah, that's why I've been focusing more on my art and stuff, trying to, you know, if all along I had been focusing on that only because I was doing everything for everybody else. You know, I showed and I proved that almost every piece of artwork I've done on my channel, I sold it. People bought it. I make money. I just wasn't making it on the level that when you have time to put 100% into something. But sometimes effort isn't enough, you know, for some people. Some people don't care that you've been trying for fucking 20 years, you know, like... They call them starving artists for a reason, man. Yeah, some people can sell their artwork for millions, but for the average artist, yeah, you're probably not doing that. I make money. I sell shirts. I sell all kind of shit. I sell wood burning. I make T-shirts at my house. I mean, I do all kind of shit.
Got a nice cold frozen water right now.
So what do you do at work, Dank?
game. Can't make millions like us fire.
I mean, there's opportunities out there. I'm just saying, you know, if someone that had never been an artist and like fucking try to make something out of nothing with very low resources, it ain't easy. People ain't just lining up to buy your artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta work it. You gotta work hard. You're raising a couple babies and
I definitely know your situation, Oz.
If you're raising a couple babies and fucking trying to run a household too, you might not be fucking selling artwork for millions of dollars. I'm just saying. I ain't saying it ain't possible, but I'm just saying it probably ain't happening. You're taking care of your kids, man. You're on the back burner, you know what I'm saying? You're not. And any monies I did make doing art, you know, I was buying, you know, tennis shoes or, you know what I mean, school clothes, tennis shoes, something, you know. It don't last forever, you know. Once you buy some shit, you gotta make some more money, and you know. I did everything I could do with what I had, where I was, you know. Ask anybody on here about Oz art, and they'll probably tell you he does good work. You can't buy that. I earned that. And so what I'm saying is I've been grinding the whole freaking time. America came back. America's a return customer. This is not the first time I work with America. He told me I would be honored to have you do some work for me. So point I'm making, that's established through working and doing shit. And so I've been doing it all along. Some people might not have noticed. But I've been trying to fucking grind the whole time. That's all what my channel is.
Fuck yeah, go Art.
I'm just saying that it ain't like I was sitting around playing video games all the fucking time. Hell, I've done so much shit on YouTube for channels that, hell, I've forgotten shit at this point. No bullshit. I saw the graphic the other day. I was like, that looks pretty damn cool. And I got to looking at it and I was like, wait a minute. I designed that. It was for John Argent. You might remember we did a coin with a lady on it and it had a sunset in the background. Reds and oranges and shit. And like an ocean. Anyway. I was like, damn, that's badass. And I was like, oh, I made that shit. Point being, man, I've been doing stuff the whole time. It ain't like I haven't been trying shit. Just didn't have 100% to pour into it. You gotta stop, you gotta do this, you gotta stop, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I'm not complaining, I'm just simply saying that I've been grinding from here the whole time. America asked me the other day, how many wood burnings you think you've done? I said, probably at least 50. Now go look at the other wood burners on here and see how many they've done. Most of them have probably done, I'm talking about on average, most of them probably only done 4 or 5. And every one of those sold. The only wood burning that haven't sold are ones that I just literally broke in half. That's what I did with Snoop Dogg. I broke it in half and threw it in the trash. I got so fucking frustrated and pissed off at life that I just fucking snapped it in half. Threw it in the trash can. That's what I did with that Snoop Dogg wood burning. It'd be so fucking frustrating as an artist sometimes, man. So the point being, the only ones that haven't sold are the ones that I didn't offer for sale. They all sell. Not to tell any business, but I was paid before I ever even started this thing. And that's what I'm saying. People pay up front for my work. And they pay me well. They almost always pay me more than I ask for. You know, a lot of people, I've heard people say, oh, I would never give somebody money for something I haven't seen yet. Well, then you probably won't ever have any Ozart. You're going to have to pay me before you see it. That's how it goes for me. But I promise you I'll produce it. And America knew that. But I'm just saying that you establish those type of things where people will pay up front and pay more than what you ask and stuff like that. You establish that by having done work for them and doing work, and they see your work. I've done that. I've established that. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just talking on facts. So what I'm getting at, some people didn't see all that. You know, it's that you weren't doing shit and you're nothing and whatever, man. If I'd been putting 100% in my shit, I might not even know you right now. Not you, them.
Paris.
And that's what we're going to keep doing. Keep working towards that. So point being, my channel has proven my artwork is desirable. People will pay for it, and they do. And so you just got to try to figure out how to increase that level. That's what I was saying about Amazon. You know, they were having little sales. I didn't like the prices they were talking about, and I didn't like the fact that they just put my shit on sale without me even knowing. But at the end of the day, Amazon is the one selling that shit. You're just creative. You're just a creator. But guess what? It increased my sales. I probably made more than I would have, even though I made less per shirt. I probably made more than I would have because without the promotion, if that makes sense. So I'm like, shit, let Amazon do what Amazon does. You just fucking sit down and create and try to get that one that takes off. Let them do what they do. They obviously know what they're doing. You don't. So sit down and shut up and create. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell's hitting me? I don't see this motherfucker. Oh, there you go. Keep playing. Got caught in the crossfire right there. See that dude at first. I ran into somebody. Yeah. Anyway. It just boils down to a person I gotta proceed cautiously now. Got my ass whipped a little bit, but we fighting. They shooting. They shooting. Run. But yeah, man, there is a chance. When I heard he was going on tour, I
Rolling
thought,
on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
but yeah, when I heard he was going on tour, I thought, man, there's a chance. 5,000 units would put me in a position where I could at least put a down payment. And get some roots put down, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Like a survival type of thing. So it's possible. Could happen this year. Thanks for pulling right in front of me, bro. Stranger things have happened. But you know, with him being on tour, they're liable to go over there and start searching. Liable to log in one day and look and go, holy shit, you're kidding me. You never know. Could be more than you ever imagined. I've already done very well with them. Not that I got rich off of them or anything, but they sell consistently. So I have the consistency now if I could just get the increase in volume. I can show you. I can scroll and show you sales. So they do sell. So the point being that the system is working. They actually put money into my bank account. Like, for real.
I was thinking that are just a design for shirts, cups and hats.
Right. Well, that's why I'm hoping some of the shit I'm doing right now I can open my store. Then I'll be able to offer more products. You know, I can make a wood burning and put it over there for a certain price, you know, or whatever. Right now I'm just a Amazon merch designer where I upload images, and then if they put that image on something and sell it, I get a commission. But with my store, I'll be able to put as many products in there as I want. Just like that design I did with the Arkansas Razorback shirt.
Yeah,
I'll just put that in my store. I'll just put that in my store and instead of trying to put it on merch, just do it that way.
Look sharp, Commander. We're just getting started.
Stuff like that. So we got some plans. Everything goes slow at first. Like I said, I already got shit in place. It's already working. Just got to increase it. It's proven that the system works. They actually do pay you. They promote your product because, like I said, they went and they had a sale, 10% off. I was like, well, that's very nice of you guys to decide to have a sale with my shit. But it did increase some sales. So it's like, just let Amazon do what Amazon does. You're just a designer anyway. You do the business side, you do the design. So yeah, man, if we could just get that increase a little bit, things could pick up for me a little bit. Like my brother said, it's hard out here for a pimp. Yeah. We'll get there though. Guess it's just time to live a little bit more for myself, you know? What the hell did I just shoot at? My whole tank turned. Doing that. I've got another wood burning I've been wanting to do forever. For the band Leonard Skinner. You know how big of a following they still have? I did some research one day. We'll have no problem selling that thing. I remember one day a guy on here was like, "Hey man, you want to enter a t-shirt design contest?" And I was like, "No, I'm good, bro." He's like, "You sure?" "Yeah, I'm good." He's like, "If you win, we get one of the shirts with your design on it." I said, "Well, why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just design it for myself?" I mean, if the prize is one of my designs, I just make it for myself. And why gotta worry about the contest? I don't like contests anyway. It all just comes down to a popularity contest. It's not about the artwork. So that's why I don't enter them. Who has more friends? Tank stacking kind of weird. And then he was heckling me about it later on, that I wouldn't do it. I'm like, do you hear yourself right now? Design a shirt, and if you win, you get your design on a shirt. Oh man, I can't wait to do that. Bro. Yeah, I don't enter those contests. I entered one time, and then they decided that they weren't even going to have a contest. I swear to God, I put it on my mama. There was 3 guys that were competing for a t-shirt design. I watched them for a while, like a week or two, seeing all the different submissions and what they're coming up with, and who people were favoring and all that. And then I went and made a design. Uploaded a picture of a mocked up shirt. And tide kind of shifted that people liked my design. Next thing you know, they announced they weren't going to have a design contest after all. I was like, okay. So I wasn't even going to enter. And then I did, and you guys shut the whole contest down. the wrong guy was about to win. Yeah.
ENSK.
Everybody was all having a good old time over there until I put a design up, and then they decided they didn't want to do that no more. Wasn't really that great of a design. It was alright. It was better than theirs in my opinion, but it wasn't like freaking... Anyway. I thought that was funny. They just didn't like me because I was vocal. I told one of those admin that they can't eat me, and if he tries, I'll show him where to start. It pissed him off. Don't try to bully me, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. Give a fuck if you're an admin or the president. Show respect, get respect, talk shit, get hit, motherfucker. He didn't like that about me. Tried to bully me, and I didn't let him do it just because he's an admin on a freaking forum. I said, dude, you and I both know if we're standing face to face, you would never talk to me like that. So why are you doing it here? I finally told him, I said, dude, you wouldn't make a pimple on an admin's ass, bro. I'm an admin. You're a fucking forum moderator, bro. You couldn't build this website. I could. I could build that forum in 15 minutes. No bullshit. I'll prove it right now. I'm an admin. I said, so am I. So now what do you want to talk about? Your point? We're talking about how you're disrespectful. They got shit to do with you being an admin. And then the other day I saw a forum where somebody posted up, he was like, everybody's gone. They were coming up with all these excuses why they thought everybody might be gone. They're gone because the moderation and administration team sucks. Now that's the fact. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, so everybody left. And the people who did know, they bullied them because they were jealous of them. That's what it was with me, because I was teaching shit and people were, migrating towards my site, and it pissed them off. Oh well. Do better. You ain't gotta worry about it. I caused a ruckus in that hobby, believe me. The new dude came on and was making money doing shit, and they hadn't figured out how to do it. And they didn't like me. What's up, homie? What you want to do? Right now. Yeah. Right now. Oh, me and you. You're trying, though. I'll give him his credit. I wrote a metal detecting article one time on superstitions around some of the finds that we find, some superstitions that might be tied to those types of finds. They took my post down and deleted it after it was voted banner. Took it down and deleted it and said that it was reported as offensive. A metal detecting article about superstitions was reported as superstitious, and that's why they yanked my article down. That's the type of shit they were doing to me. So yeah, I told him, can't eat me, and if he tries, I'll show him where to start. I got tired of their shit. A metal detecting article on superstitions was reported as offensive. Wrap your mind around this for a minute. I said, could you show me the offending line? I said, because I have it verbatim on my website. I said, can you point me to that line? Oh, it just was reported. That's what I thought. I mean, if you're offended by a metal detecting article, bro, go to your safe space and shut the fuck up. I'm offended by a metal detecting article. Come on, bro. Either you're lying or they need to go to a safe space. Like, it was reported as offensive. Sure it was. I still have that article on my website. It has never been reported as offensive or anything. But they wanted me to believe that. But that's why they decided they weren't having a t-shirt contest, because I started winning. I was just telling you all that so you get the background of why when I threw my design in there, all of a sudden they decided they weren't having a contest no more because the wrong guy was winning. Oh, I can't have that asshole winning. He stands up for himself. We can't bully him. Don't let him win. And then, when I became a metal detecting dealer and a forum sponsor, that really freaking set them off. Because that meant I could sell on the forums like every other vendor. And they didn't like meat, and so that pissed them off when I became a paid sponsor. Paid them to sell on their shit. They had to give me the little badge, the little gold badge and shit. Like, they were fucking seething. They didn't like that shit at all. But the owners took my money, so there you go. And then when people started leaving positive reviews for me and my partner that I was said, that really fucking that really set some of them dudes off over there. All of a sudden they're talking about us being good dealers and shit. My friend, I still sell for him to this day. My friend, he owns a metal detecting store. He said, Rob, look here. I don't care if we don't sell one metal detector. He goes, we got all of these that we can play with and take out in the field and test them. And I said, right? He goes, look, man, you don't have to rush to the bottom dollar just to make a sale. Okay? We can make a profit. We'll enjoy our hobby. We don't sell shit. We got all kind of cool toys to play with, right? I was like, right? So I built this website. I'm representative for him right now. I maintain his website right now. But he came down here and met me because he had read my articles and stuff on the internet. He came down from Kansas. We went over to a park right near our house. Sat there and talked some business about metal detector sales and partnership, stuff like that. At the time I was getting 20% from another company. He said, what about 50%? I said, man, say no more. But he had read my articles and shit, knew I was knowledgeable, knew that I was tested. And so he came down from Kansas, and we went to the park and talked. And I started selling for him. There was times I was making $600 a day. Not a lot of money. I take $600 right now. There was times I was making $500-600 a day selling metal detectors. Only reason it stopped is because I stopped. I stopped trying. I quit promoting them. But those admin on that forum didn't like me because they tried to bully me. That was the time I won a t-shirt contest, but only I didn't. Mowing them down, boy. Like out.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Not like most people there, but there was a couple of those admin. You ever been on a forum where maybe a couple of the admin have been on there forever, and they're old, and they're set in their old ways, you know, and it's not like, and I ain't trying to talk bad about old people, I'm old. But what I'm saying is some of them dudes aren't open to growth and change, and that's basically the situation that I was talking about, is that, you know, it became a popularity contest. These guys let this little bit of power, being a moderator or an admin on a forum, go to their head and start bullying people and pushing people around. It's like, bro, you're just a moderator. Calm down, man. I'm a moderator too. It's all good, bro. But a couple of those older dudes, they tried to respect my authority. They were those kind of dudes. You better respect my authority. I respect the shit. Get out of my face, motherfucker. Well, you better. Well, I don't have to. Leave me alone. Quit bullying me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Why you get on here flexing?
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
That's what I mean. They're those kind of guys. Respect my authority. Calm down, bro. We're on a metal detecting forum, okay? Let's keep this in perspective. We're on a metal detecting forum. We're all a bunch of geeks over here, okay? Jeez. Ain't none of us getting paid for this shit. Just calm down. But that's why the other day a guy made a post. I still read the forums. He's like, everybody's gone, and they were giving all these excuses about all these different things. And knowing what I know and experiences I had with them, I know why everybody's gone. You guys ran them off. Anybody that had any knowledge, you guys ran them off. I don't know why, but they did. Well, most men are only going to be pushed around for so long, so they just do something different. Okay, we'll see. He's dead. I'm the kind of guy, if you're respectful to me, you ask me in a respectful way, something, I'll probably do it. But if you come at me huffing and puffing and cussing and spitting, I'll probably huff and cuss and spit. Just saying. So if they would approach me with respect, they would get respect. But if he doesn't, well, I respect you, dude. That admin didn't like that. But I'm not impressed by your letters before or after your name. Like I give a shit about your letters. But I'm just saying. Well, those guys were bullies. That's why I quit going over there. I made them ban me. I told him to eat a bag of dicks. That's what I told him. Eat a bag of dicks, motherfucker. You ain't no, run and ban that. But what he didn't know, because I built those forums, I knew that as long as I stayed logged in, he couldn't log me out. Because I knew he wasn't an admin. And so, while he was over there threatening me and telling me he was going to ban me and all this shit, I had about 250 pages open on the website. And on every one of them forums, I said, so-and-so's a bitch, so-and-so's a bitch, so-and-so. I posted that shit like 2,000 times. Well, he's going through there as fast as he can, deleting. But what he was doing is he was deleting forum posts. He was deleting posts off the forum. I had that dude breaking the forum. I made him break the forum by what I was doing. And I was showing him that if he was an admin, I was giving you some admin work. And about a year later, well, I never left. I had actually had multiple accounts. I never actually left, so he thought I was banned. Well, I'd always been there. I never actually left, even after I had him break the forum. And one day I get a little private message. We know who you are. Better just continue being good or something like that. I was like, you ain't know who I was. If you knew who I was, you would have banned me that day. I said, I never left. I've been on here the whole time. I said, I never left. And you guys talk about you banned me. I never left. Anyway, he was like, he apologized to me over a bunch of the BS that we had gone through. And he was like, man, you broke the forum. I said, I was just trying to show you that if you keep saying, I'm an admin, I'm going to give you admin work to do. I said, I knew that was going to happen. That's what I was doing it for. The whole time he was telling me he was going to ban me, I was hitting control in. I was just opening new windows, open new window. I had so many windows open, he couldn't even keep up with how fast I was posting. I type 90 words a minute, so you better be quick. I'm over here tapping A like I do X like I do if I'm running. I'm trying to go faster. I'm tapping X. It doesn't do anything for you. But I just wanted to prove to him that, you know, he should have deleted the individual post, not the frickin' thread. He said, you broke the forum. I said, I know. That's what I was trying to do. I didn't tell him that's what I was trying to do, but I said, I know. That's what I was trying to do. But I knew he couldn't force me out. So then he went into damage control, because next thing you know, there's 1,000 posts that says Craig is a bitch. So then when I became a forum sponsor and a detector dealer, they didn't like that shit at all. But we had already paid the owners, so they couldn't do anything about it. They didn't own it. And I was never antagonizing them. Every time I turned around, they was doing some kind of jab at me. Like I said, take my post down or something. Well, first they took it down, and then the next day I came in and it was deleted. I was like, where'd my post go that was taken down? Oh, it was reported as offensive, so we deleted it. Offensive? What could be offensive in a metal detecting article, bro?
Arden.
I'll show you offensive. One day that admin was like, it's all about you, isn't it? I go, yeah, it's all about me. That's why I spend 4 hours writing an article, so I can know what I wrote down. It's all about me. It's all about me. Why would I write the article? Wouldn't have to teach nobody shit, right? Because it's all about me. I said, well, I guess the guys that do metal detecting videos, metal detecting books, metal detecting forums, blah, blah, blah. I said, I guess it's all about them then, huh? If my article is all about me, and your website must be all about you. His book must be all about him. His whatever must be all about him. I said, what's the difference in me and all of them? With it being all about them, but then I do some work and it's all about me. How's that work? You didn't say none of that to these dudes that are making videos or writing books or doing TV shows or selling products or say nothing about it being all about them. So I try to make $1 and all of a sudden it's all about me. Huh. So if it's all about me, I just wouldn't even write the article because I already know the freaking information. It's all about my readers so they can learn. That's why I write educational articles. It ain't about me. I don't charge for my shit. You can click an advertiser if you want to. I don't charge for my articles. Not unless you commission me to write one for you. As far as reading them, and it's free. So talking about it's all about me. Ain't like I'm getting rich off this shit, bro. Shit, I might make a few dollars if somebody buys some shit off Amazon or something. You know what I'm saying? The article's free. If you want to click an advertising link and help me out, cool. If not, don't worry about it. But it ain't all about me. That's the type of shit they would say and do and how they would treat me and shit. And then they wonder why I didn't like them or respect them. I'm like, bro, these guys are holy. So when I saw that post where he's like, everybody's gone, I was like, yeah. These dudes done ran this shit into the ground. You know what makes a good administrator? One that you never see or hear from. I've been an administrator for over 25 years on various websites and shit, and I almost never talk to the members of said websites or groups. I don't ever talk to them. They don't even know who I am. That's what your moderators do. That's their job. That's what you have them for. That's their role. So what I'm getting at over here, getting it up in my face, I'm an admin, I'm an admin. A good admin, you won't even know who he is. Because he's doing administrative shit. He's not over here fighting with the members of a forum. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know you're not an admin, bro. Like I'm telling you what I know. Just like I administrate a couple groups on Facebook. I don't talk to them. I go on there. If something's not right, if something needs fixed, something needs added, something needs changed, I do that. And then I'm out. I'm not over there fraternizing. I'm not over here flexing that I'm the admin. They don't even know who I am. It don't mean shit. That's why I told him. I was like, yeah, that pays a lot of money, don't it? I've been an admin for 25 years, bro. It don't mean shit except for you're the dude that does all the work. The only time I would ever step in as an admin is if a couple of members were being disruptive in such a way that I just had to let them know, do me a favor, please, don't do that anymore. If you do, you will be banned. You know. I banned my own brother one time. I built a website that looked like Facebook, fully functioning. I had memberships. People pay me monthly memberships, bi-weekly, yearly memberships, everything. Built this site up, and then my brother comes on there, and he starting fights with my members of my website. I say, man, you do me a favor, man, please don't do that. Da, da, da. He's like, I don't give a shit about no website. All right. So I banned him from the website. He got all mad about it. Man, you know how many hours and years it took me to get where I could profit off this, and you're gonna come in. So I'm getting I ban my own brother if it ain't right. Like, but that was one of the very few times as an admin I had to step in, and because my moderators already had discussions with him. He didn't have it, so I said I'll talk to him. And then he told me he didn't give a shit. Like, all right, well, so don't give a shit somewhere else. Can't believe you banned your own brother, man. Bro, you can't be coming on there starting fights with my membership. You can't do it. Just because you're my brother don't mean you can come on here and just treat people however you want. You gotta respect. Like everybody else. Everybody has the same rules we all agreed that we would abide by. So, my brother comes on there. He starts showing all of the metal detecting finds. I'm looking at some of the shit he's finding. And I'm thinking, man, I don't find that much cool shit in a year. You know? He's finding one of these, one of those, one of these. Damn. I'm thinking, this is crazy. I'm over here writing educational articles and teaching and shit. Going out hunting, and I'm not finding shit like that. So then I started questioning myself. I'm like, damn, am I really as good as I thought? I mean, this dude over here is killing it. I've got twice as much knowledge, and I'm not making finds like that. So it had me questioning myself and my skills and my abilities, you know. I told my brother, I was like, dude, I'm coming up there with you. I'm going to go hit one of your spots. I was like, dude, you're freaking killing it. He's like, he started laughing. I'm like, what? He's like, I ain't find that shit, man. I didn't find that shit, bro. I had it in a drawer. I just started taking pictures of some of my collection. I said, dude, you had me over here questioning myself, wondering if I really knew what I was talking about. And I said, bro, you had me reevaluating everything. Like, I was thinking I might need to start back at 0 or some shit. No, I was just messing with you, man. I said, dude, I was like, this motherfucker over here killing it every time. I'm coming back with a wheat penny and a war nickel, you know. Hold up. I'm coming to hunt your spot. So he was faking all of his fines. He's trying to make you jealous, man. You have me reevaluating everything, bro. I thought I forgot how to hunt. Better move, I'm gonna push you. Period. If I get moving, I ain't stopping. I appreciate you, V-Woo, helping me out. Oh, man. I got so much stuff to do. Ho-dee-do-dee-do. I've been rambling, huh, V? Just rambling. Rambling. Sorry, I was trying to figure something out over here on the phone. Man, so many things you gotta try to figure out. I'm in such a bind, V.
Eyes people hugging.
Sorry about that. I was on the phone talking to my cousin. Not Honcho, but my cousin.
Welcome back, a smiling face with smiling eyes.
Trying to think what I want to run. Thanks, B-Will. Gotta get ready here in a little bit, here shortly. I think we're on the same page now on the direction we're going with the top logo. We can proceed. It's gonna be fairly easy. Be easier than easier than the other logos. Sorry I had to get a drink before I started choking. Oh my goodness. Let's see if my neighbor will take my orange tree. I've been growing that orange tree for about 15 years. It might have been longer than that. I think I had that orange tree before I had my kids. I've had that orange tree at every house I lived at. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to take it with me now. Just one more thing you lose, you know. So I'm going to see if my neighbor, she likes to garden and what have you, so maybe that's something she put in her house. Damn, excuse me.
You can take a sapling, Oz.
That's what I'm saying. It's so overwhelming on like 50 million different levels. I mean, it's just a tree, but you know, this represents one more thing. You gotta. I say I grew it from a seed. I ate that orange. That's why I grew it. It was a Puerto Rican tangerine. I forget what they were called though. Can't remember the name. And it was the sweetest tangerine I ever ate in my life. I was like, shit, if I was going to grow some, it would be these right here. And so I did have like 5 of them. Ended up losing one here and there. One would die, or anyway, this dude here is the lone survivor. I cut like a foot or 2 off the top of it every year. It just grows back bigger every year. I top it off every year. Got to see my son yesterday get a hug. He's probably wondering what was wrong with me, because I made him give me a hug like 4 or 5 times. You know, he doesn't really know the extent of everything that's going on. I haven't really mentioned much to him about anything. Just told him I love him and I'm proud of him. I was too embarrassed to tell him. I didn't tell my mom for like 3 or 4 months. I was too embarrassed to tell her. She's like, you don't have to be embarrassed. Yeah, well, at the time, I thought it was something that I had done. So obviously that makes you embarrassed that you failed, you know. If I didn't have the information I have now and know all the facts, I ain't saying I didn't fail, but there was a whole bunch of other stuff going on too that had nothing to do with me. And no wonder. There's no way you were ever going to be able to win. There was an obstacle in the way.
Why are you embarrassed? It's definitely not your fault.
Just, I was trying my hardest to avoid that the whole time. I didn't want my kids to come from a broken family, or like I think what I was trying to do is I think I was trying to undo all the shit that I had dealt with, you know, as a kid, with an absent father, single mother, the struggles that entails. So I think I was trying to avoid all that for my kids. And then when it ended up there anyway, in the same place anyway, I felt like a failure. I still do, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest. But more so then, before I knew what I know now. In a way, in a small way, I felt like I let Mama down. I felt like I let her down, and that's embarrassing. But making progress every day is just, you know, I felt like I let my kids down.
Nope, not in the least bit, I promise you.
I felt like I let my kids down. felt like I let her down, my parents. I didn't know there was another player in the game. So I was internalizing everything that, it had to be me. And you've heard me say it, I own what I own. Believe me, I own what I own. And I own some stuff. But now I realize I don't own everything. At the time I thought I did. Oh shit. Got lucky. At the time I thought I owned everything. So I was beating myself up. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to say the words to her and tell her. Every kid wants I'm not a kid, but every kid wants their mom to be proud of them, and I just felt like having to say that, was going to be... So that's just how, in the beginning, I didn't want to say it to her. I didn't want to tell her. I had tried the whole time to make her proud and be that dad that I didn't have.
When you said she left something for you to see just hanging around, I knew then. Check out at Flow 825 on YouTube, https://www.youtube.com/@Flow825. Be sure to give her a follow.
Yeah. It was a divorce decree. She just left it sitting on the couch. I found... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I found out stuff like that nobody sat down and told me. Like, I was piecing shit together, so at one time, I was blaming myself because I didn't have all the information, Now I have most of it. And probably still not all of it. I have a feeling there's a couple things that are going to be said soon that are going to try to...
Her little procedure eyes.
Yeah, this is all calculated and systematic. That's what I was caught off guard on a lot of things, but back on my heels, like, shit happened faster than I could react. Because, did it twice and got lucky. Anyway, at first, you're like, oh shit, what did I do, right? You think it's you. So, in the beginning, I'm talking 6 months ago, I was like, look, I've always been here. I've never left you. I've never... because at the time I didn't know that there was... So anyway, I was saying the things that you would say, trying to reconcile and figure it out, So I could never understand at the time the coldness, like you had already been cut off, you just didn't know it, that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't wrap my mind around that. I'm like, what happened? What the hell's going on? Like, it was weird. That's what they had to do. So they continue doing what they were getting ready to do to you, and you just didn't know it. Like now I've had a chance to think back on different things. There's things that I didn't understand and I was beating myself up over and shit. Now I realize what was really going on. So you're trying to rationalize with a certain amount of certain set of information, and you don't have like a whole 45% of the information that would make shit make sense. This was all done in a certain order for a reason. So I'm saying it's real hard to keep yourself chill sometimes. When you realize the games that some folks played. And then this punk ass dude, he already ruined his family. He just got a divorce. I said, yeah, I wonder why. Well, his wife was accusing him of stuff. Yeah, I said, I wonder why.
Let's do this.
She probably knew shit before I did.
Nebelberg.
I already know how this plays out anyway, so there they go. I've been around long enough to know how this plays out. Once that honeymoon phase is over, and he tries to tell her what to do, it's over with. Watch. Which I never did, but that'll be a deal breaker, I promise you. She's used to running all the time. So, I ain't worried about all that. They'll get theirs. They're perfect for each other. That's what I think. But don't ever make the mistake of getting an arm reaching me. I got bail money, so. Other than that, they're perfect. Go over and be miserable together. Oh, you know what they say? A leopard doesn't change his spot. So if that's what you are, he'll come back. Who's pushing me? Who the hell was pushing me? There was nothing there.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
There was nobody behind me. You saw me turn around and look. I actually believe somebody was pushing me. There was nobody back there. You won't ever do that again, will you? Oh, Rudy Poo gangster. I don't wish any ill will on anybody, man, but some people get what they get. And I know how this plays out. I mean, you take two people that were married that had an affair, and they're getting together thinking that's going to be their saving grace, and they're each the one for each other, and everything's going to be so amazing. It's all founded on lies and cheating. And you think that's the foundation that you're going to grow on, and that's going to be the fucking saving grace? Come on. You already both showed your character. Ruining families and self-centered. It's going to work? Okay. I'm just telling you, I don't see that. I don't see that as a recipe for that. Maybe you do. You already proved that your word's not worth nothing. And neither one of them thought about this. Well, if she would cheat on him with me, he would cheat on me with them. Right? So as soon as they have another coworker or something, because that's the type of, what they think is acceptable behavior. So you think they're going to stop? The next hot chick is younger over there. She's all in. She's going to be all in. She already proved it. So enjoy. That's the type of dude you were looking for? When you said you needed a real man, that's the real man you need? Alright, we'll go get you a real man. A liar, cheater, that cheats on his wife. There you go. There's your real man. I told you. I told you what the pool was like out there. So you'll find out I wasn't so bad after all one of these days. Watch. Think them motherfuckers give a fuck about you? Alright then. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. On to the next. Ma'am, I am. Not all dudes, but most of them. So I used to be a conquester, too. Thought it was cute to try to take somebody's girl. Thought I was something, but then when I got her, I didn't want her. It wasn't about having her. It was about winning the prize. And then guess what happened? Your ass gets dropped. So, you'll see. You'll see about that green grass. Oh boy was in love with the challenge. Now he done got the booty. He won the challenge. Your value just went down. Believe me, I'm telling you. Oh, he cares about me. I'm telling you what it's all about. He already proved what he's about when he cheated on his own wife. She was I. So I mean, I'm just saying, I know 2 + 2 is 4, and so chances are. What about the next dude that comes along and tells her she's pretty and this, that, and the other? What about the next guy she bats eyes at? You know what I mean? Like, y'all didn't think that far ahead. This is all about this conquest.
Flexed biceps.
What's up, 86? You gonna stream today?
Good
You
morning,
should.
everyone.
You should, man.
Check out at 86 at underscore over at https://www.youtube.com/ at 86 at underscore and sub him up. GIF 86 at flexed biceps, medium dark skin tone flexed biceps, medium dark skin tone. Yeah, probably is grim. GIF low flexed biceps pie pie.
Oh, God. So anyway. Good with the 86, anything?
Rolling on the floor laughing pie pie.
I blame Sauce for it anyway.
Well, damn, rolling on the floor laughing.
I think I'm gonna run one more and we'll probably jump on the other side of the live stream. Got a little bit of work to do. And hang out, chat. Then I got some artwork to do.
Okay, thumbs up, medium dark skin tone.
But you know, we've all made it through the roughest times of our lives, so. I just wish all this had been given a little more thought. Like, do your thing, but freaking don't drop shit and then just want to rush everything. Could have told a mofo a year ago and given somebody a chance to get situated. You know what I mean? But if it is what it is, it's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, could have gave somebody a little heads up before freaking. That's what I'm saying. I'm overwhelmed. That's why I talk about this shit and all that. Like, there's so much shit coming at me, and it's like under pressure. And yeah, could have just told a brother. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. I ain't tripping. I haven't been in that realm with her for years anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping. It's a lot of the other stuff I'm aggravated about. The position I'm in, you know? It's not fair, it really ain't. I know life isn't fair, but I'm just saying. Could have kept it 100 and let somebody fucking get situated. I mean, I'd much rather a motherfucker just be straight up with me than a fucking lie and fucking be deviant. You know? So anyway, that's the stuff that I'm aggravated about. The others, just whatever, man. Too many of them over there. That tank got a slow reload. So anyway, confusion wasn't by accident. That's what I know. That was created for a reason. I don't mean to be bitter or anything. It's just try to process all that bullshit. But I already know how this all.
You guys are having a good day at least.
Yes, sir. What about you? But I already know how all this plays out in the end anyway, so. And I know her next move too, so. She ain't done fucking with me yet.
Kaunas.
But I'll be glad when I'm out of the picture. Thanks, Steve.
Great day and yourself 86 at smiling face with smiling eyes.
Got the Matilda Defiant.
You're welcome, boo. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
So eventually I won't be wrapped up in this shit as much, you know?
I'm alright. Glad no work today.
Nice.
About to take Bam Bam.
I'm getting ready to switch over onto the YouTube side and do a couple chores here and there. And I'm going to do some graphics, which shouldn't take too long. Print those out, apply them to the board. I'm almost done with my wood burning, so I want to
Hey Bam Bartholomew Copperfield dog face.
put the touches on it. The finishing touches. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna take y'all with me. I gotta do a little bit of cleaning. We can chat. Bullshit. Hopefully, I don't get blindsided by some more bullshit today like I do every day.
Sorry, my friend. Pensive face people hugging.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But we're gonna jump over on the YouTube side on the computer, on the laptop. Had a couple chores I have to do. Nothing you want to do, but then once I get those few things done, we'll migrate over to the studio. I'll boot up the computer when I go in there and get the laptop. We'll make a couple of graphics that are our top embellishment. Then we'll apply those to the wood. And hopefully even wood burn them on there today. So that's like my next 2 or 3 hours. Planned out a little bit. Graphics shouldn't be too hard. Let's see where we are on our challenges. I just want to play a little bit, kind of relax for a second before I get on the grind. So let's go in here and get the laptop. Oh, Lord have mercy. I gotta break a table down. All kinds of shit. I gotta list something for sale. Like, I got so much shit to do. It's like, packing, cleaning. It's like, holy shit. They're like, you don't work? I don't fucking stop working. What the fuck you mean? I just don't get paid for it. Get me one of those jobs where they pay you. You get one of them jobs. You don't work. I ain't quit working. What you mean? I'm ready for a vacation. I think I'm lying. This is just beyond madness. I'm just telling you. This is crazy work.
Train ride.
Right? Holy shit, I don't mind working, but holy shit, man, it's like I'm going 98 different directions. It's still supposed to be stacking $1 million on the side, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, man? Just one guy. One of the hard parts for me is just doing shit enthusiastically, right? Right now, it's like you're not excited about it. Then you gotta do all this shit. Yeah, let's shift gears, switch lanes here in a second. I just feel so much pressure. Like, pressure makes diamonds. Like, fuck, I'm gonna be a fucking meteorite by the time we're done. I'm gonna have to dig deep in my bag of tricks again. I'll be writing again, all kind of shit. Wherever I think I can make $1, I'm gonna be doing that. I don't remember my PlayStation login. I'm gonna need to figure that out. God dog. It's already August. I'm so scared to check my email right now. Alright, cool. So far, so good. What else was I doing? But yeah, I'm gonna drag y'all around through the house with me while I do a few things.
IT's just and me rolling on the floor laughing.
That's right, and I appreciate that every day. It makes me smile. Somebody thinks about me. There was a time, no bullshit. There was a time I would never get an email that was like, just like a friend or a person just, corresponding. Like if it wasn't somewhere I signed up for, like, you sign up and they send you a confirmation email and shit. There was a time when that's all I got was confirmation emails and shit to do with websites or whatever, administrative shit. I never got like a friend saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Or I went on Facebook. That's what I was trying to do, is connect with people, and hell, it's a waste of time for me. Just went on somewhere else. All right. Maybe this will give me that incentive to write those books that I've been gonna write for a few years. If you ain't worried about if the kitchen floor is clean, you might be able to. Alright, I'll see you in a minute, 'cause I'm live on the other side. I gotta go mobile. You can go mobile with me, but I gotta go mobile. So love and respect, y'all. I'm out of this game stream. I'm already live on the other side if you want to pop in there. If not, don't worry about it. If so, I'll see you over there. I'm already live. I got a couple things I gotta do.
Love and respect us and MVP's Lego.
Got a couple things I gotta do so I can do some artwork. Finish up my contract I got here. Alright, love and respect. I'll see you in a minute.